third floor lingerie and chicken parmesan.
Oof. Hey, welcome to Joe Duley's Blog and Grill. Today we are going to do chicken parmesan, which comes from the Pig Latin, Armage Parmesan Ikinche.
What?
All right, let's get started. First thing we need are a couple of plates, couple of bowls then. It's all semantics. It comes down to semantics. Or ceramic. I don't know. This is going to be for the butter, which you're going to have to get all melty. This is the only unhealthy ingredient if you want to categorize it as such. This bowl is going to be for the breadcrumbs. All right. What I like to do first is get the breadcrumbs ready. And I like to be pretty liberal with my breadcrumbs. Not politically, I'm apolitical. What's your name?
Sandy?
So what we're going to do is preheat the oven, and I like to cook it at about 405. Do you know why? Because everybody and his brother cooks it at 400 or 425. I want 405. All right, and I think the next process is to oil the pan, get the pan nice and greasy. You don't need to pour a lot, just a little bit, you know? All right, now, why waste paper towels smearing it around? Use your fingers. If it doesn't cook off the germs that could be on your hands at 405 degrees, then there's no hope for you. Did you guys see that movie, The Changeling, with George C. Scott and the woman who was doing this? Joseph.
We sense that you are with us.
Too scary. The next step for Joe Duley's chicken parm is the butter. I feel like Marlon Brando from Last Tango in Paris. Get the butter. But we are going to use it for an entirely different reason, believe me. Then I like to take the chicken, and you get the chicken prepared. Now, as you know, you always wash your hands, and anytime that you touch chicken, you've got to make sure that you wash your hands. Now, we've washed this chicken really well, so we don't need this. Now, these are kind of like Goldie Hawn. Beautiful, luscious, but very small breasts.
You're not gonna serve that. That's 2-day-old chicken.
You've got your chicken. Now, we have to melt the butter. How do we get the butter melted? Oh, yeah. What's your name? Polly? Polly what? Polysaturated fat? Oh, yeah. I'm in the 1%. I own a color TV. You getting hot? Ah, that was easy. Now we're ready to roll. All right. I like to create like an assembly line, but these are out of order. Hip, hop, hip, hop, hip, ho, ho. Where'd it go? Hey, yay! There we go.
We're the only winners. The players don't stand a chance.
This is the Blog and Grill assembly line. Not quite up to par of Henry Ford, but much more delicious. We are going to quickly season the chicken, and I just do the top. And I like to use sea salt. And you just need a couple of crunches there. You don't need a lot of salt in this, again, because of the cheese. So now we are going to take our first breast and dip it into the butter. Make sure you get it nice and buttery. Now again, too, in actuality, you're not using that much butter, and a lot of it will drain right off and cook off. And you know what? You do need a few fats every now and again. Then, number 3 on the assembly line. By putting extra breadcrumbs on, it will make it nice, and so I'm going to take the tray that I've already oiled up. You can see this is breaded pretty nicely, not too over the top. Then I do the same thing to the second one, because breasts are sexier when they come in twos. The last time I saw a breast this shapely is when I was working at a Beverly Hills surgeon's office. I put that on the top shelf, stick it back. Since our chicken breasts are more in line with a gymnast's than Pamela Sue Anderson's, You don't need to cook them as long, so we're gonna just have them down there for about, we'll do 6 minutes. Now we have a couple more minutes before the chicken's ready, so I like to take the cutting board, and as you can see, there's an M on the cutting board. My wife and I put that there for the meat side because you don't want to contaminate this other side that we use cheese and vegetables on. Or, if it's for stupid people, you could say it's a W for wine.
Your mozzarella is tough sometimes.
Are you nuts? The Gargusto's never sold a piece of tough mozzarella in our life.
Now, I've already sliced this one. You don't need a lot on it, you know what I mean? And you can squash it down, sculpt it. You know what I mean? That's what I like to do. So there you go. And I mean, it's gonna get sloppy and messy, and it's not meant really to be a work of art. Look, I'm lobster boy, I'm lobster boy. It's time to take out the breasts. Yeah. Now that's beautiful. That's golden brown stuff. So then I turn them over. A lot of people don't turn them over. I like to turn them over. I put a couple of pieces of cheese on there before I put my sauce on. And again, I don't overdo it. A lot of people like to really smother it in. And if you've got really huge breasts, then you can smother your breasts in all kinds of sauce. Now, as we said, the mozzarella, as you know, is a very messy cheese at times. So you put it on there like that, get it on that sauce, nice. And just like a good brazier, I'm going to separate and lift.
To lift and separate.
Then we take the Parmigiano Reggiano, and again, that's where I like to get a bit liberal with it. And it'll melt right into it. Beautiful. Now, you have it in the oven just long enough for the sauce obviously to heat up and cook a bit. And of course the cheese, beautiful cheese, gets all melted and brown and bubbling up. It's quite delicious. Now the sauce, I can't tell you the secret of my grandmother's recipe because, well, she'd roll over in her grave. Although, maybe in the urn because we had her cremated. Any sauce will do. Any type of red sauce that you enjoy will do. A lot of people use marinara. I don't know why, it's kind of ironic. Or some type of meat sauce to give it a bit of a mixed up of flavors. Either way, you're gonna really enjoy it. Look at that. Beautiful. Now you make sure you have something down here so you don't damage your hardwood. Now that looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, just smelling that is satisfying my lustful appetites. Chicken Parmesan done fairly simply in a different type of way here on Joe Duley's Blog and Grill. It's a fairly healthy meal, not too bad. Otherwise, very inexpensive to make as well. So we're gonna go enjoy that, and I'm gonna bid you adieu for this version of Joe Duley's Blog and Grill. And I just urge you to be careful out there when you're cooking. So make sure that, ow! Ow!